the revolutionary leader, when history needed a hero, not a perfect man, not a noble king, but a steady, unbreakable leader. George Washington stepped forward. By 1775, the American colonies were done begging Britain for fairness. The gunshots at Lexington and Concord had already turned protest into war. The Continental Congress gathered in Philadelphia, knowing they needed someone bold enough to face the world's strongest empire. There were wealthier men, more educated men, even more experienced soldiers. But only one man had the respect, presence, and quiet strength powerful enough to unite 13 divided colonies. So on June 15, 1775, Congress made a decision that would change history. George Washington was appointed Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army. No salary, no promise of victory, no guarantee of survival, just duty and the courage to accept it. From the moment he took command, Washington faced chaos. His army was really a mix of farmers, fishermen, and shopkeepers armed with old muskets and almost no training. Supplies were scarce. Ammunition was low. Disease spread faster than orders. Britain's army was disciplined, well-funded, and backed by the most powerful navy on earth. But Washington had something the British didn't: the trust of his people and an unshakable belief that freedom was worth fighting for. The Siege of Boston, the first test. Washington's first major challenge was Boston, where British troops held the city. When he arrived, morale was collapsing. Soldiers were hungry, sick, and ready to give up. Washington reorganized everything: the camps, the defenses, the discipline. Slowly, the army began to look like an army. In early 1776, with cannons dragged through icy mountains by Henry Knox, Washington pulled off a stunning strategic victory. He placed artillery on Dorchester Heights, forcing the British to evacuate the city. It wasn't just a win, it was proof. Proof that America could fight. Proof that Washington could lead. But the real test was still ahead. The war turns dark, a winter of doubt. Later that year, the British hit back hard. Washington's army suffered defeat after defeat in New York. Soldiers deserted. Supplies vanished. By December 1776, the revolution was dying. Many believed independence had been a dream too big for reality. But Washington refused to let hope die. When others saw defeat, he saw one last chance. Trenton, the strike that saved a revolution. On the night of December 25, 1776, in freezing wind, icy waters, and blinding snow, Washington led his men across the Delaware River. This was not